Dude, I was browsing on eBay, prowling around. Browsing is a combination of browsing and prowling. It's something you shouldn't do if you like to shop. And I saw a copy of Death Stranding 2 for the PS5 because people actually preferred copies of games, Sony. Anyway, I placed a bid on it, and it went up a little bit, but it was still a good deal because, you know, it was like 40 bucks regular price on eBay. So I put a bet or a bid around 30 bucks, and then this other listing I'd like hearted on eBay, so it'll like notify you when they put it on sale. That dude put it to like $27. So no one is gonna outbid me now. I'm literally just gonna win this bid when I could have bought it for cheaper. The fact that Sony had the gall to be like, hey guys, we're gonna stop making physical games is absolutely insane, bro. You're telling me they thought it was a smart business move to cut off discs? And the way they're gonna do is they're gonna make their next console have no disc drive at all. You know, they're already moving towards it. I have the original PS5, like the Fat Boy one, with the disc drive built in. But then they were like, hey guys, look at this new one where you can take the disc drive off. They were just warming us up for being used to not having a freaking disc drive, bro. They're just getting absolutely obliterated and ratioed on every tweet or Instagram post they make. Everyone's just like, if you're just gonna one day be like, hey guys, you know those movies you bought? Yeah, you can't have them anymore. We're gonna delete them from your account forever. Then why on earth do you think people are gonna be okay with games being digital only? Like, the timing of them removing those movie licenses from people's accounts and then them announcing, hey guys, we're moving to digital only in 2028. What an insane, like, power trip. Like, Sony, you just showed us the exact reason why we don't want digital only. You literally nuked people's accounts. And movies are way more affordable than video games. I understand there's a difference in the amount of time you'll spend enjoying the thing, because a movie will be like 1 to 3 hours, and a video game can be like, you know, hundreds if you're playing a JRPG. But oh my gosh. Like, if I as someone who has played video games his entire life, tallied up the amount of money I've spent on video games, it'd be ridiculous. So imagine all of it's digital, and then Sony's like, yeah, we know you're a big fan, you've been a patron of ours for years, spent a lot of money, but, you know, licensing's tough. We don't have the license to that thing anymore, so you don't get to have your game anymore. Like, Metal Gear Solid was trapped from being put on new consoles for so long because there's a bunch of footage. Like, I don't know if you've played a Hideo Kojima game before, but there's a lot of exposition, which is like just straight up dialogue storytelling. And there's a lot of footage that was owned by different licensing companies. And Konami, I think, lost the rights to some of that footage. Like, the rights just expired. And they couldn't bring their old Metal Gear games to new consoles because they didn't have the rights to the footage that was in those games. And I guess they could have just, like, I don't know, ported it without the footage. But the point is, the old Metal Gear games were trapped until pretty recently. So imagine another situation like that, where there's footage or just some sort of, like, music agreement or whatever, like, that's integral to the game. And then the licensing expires on Sony's behalf. And then they're like, you know, we can't legally sell this product anymore because we lost the rights to it, and we don't want to renew it. So, what we're going to do is remove it from your account, because we can't legally have it anymore. And because it's digital, we can do whatever we want to you. Like, that's so cooked, bro. Imagine losing access to a video game because it had a frickin', like, Eminem song or something, you know? Like GTA 6, I'm pretty sure is digital only. Imagine they only bought, like, temporary, like, audio licenses. And in 15 years, before GTA 7 comes out, because it'll take 20 years for GTA 7 to ever come out, they lose the rights, so they can't sell the game anymore. Or you maybe can't have the game anymore. Like, temporary licensing and digital library, digital media, anything, such a bad combination when the company's literally willing to nuke your ownership. Like, zero accountability. It's insane. And then, like, the monopolies on top of that. Imagine, like, a mom and pop game store. Or just, like, a really... Like, this person only has one location, you know, and they sell physical games. Well, now they're screwed because they can't sell physical discs. Maybe it'll be, like, empty vouchers or something. Like some of those Nintendo Switch cards are, where it's, like, just the unlock key. Which is criminal, by the way. People buy the cartridge for multiple reasons. One of them being it saves storage on your console to have some of that information on a disc or a cartridge. But, like, imagine being a video game seller and Sony just doesn't sell physical things anymore. Well, now you've just lost a whole portion of your market. And also, Sony, if they don't sell physical games, can just monopolize the price. Like, so often you'll see games on, like, Best Buy or GameStop. They'll go on sale physically, but digitally there's no sale happening. If Sony's the only one selling Sony products, dude, they can just screw everyone on how much they're selling it for. They can be like, yeah, next gen, it's gonna be $90. Like, they're gonna look at Mario Kart World and giggle. Although, Mario Kart World was a smart play. You know, people complained about the $80 price tag, but it was a straight-up business marketing thing, because Nintendo wasn't being greedy as much as they were incentivizing you to buy the Nintendo Switch 2 with Mario Kart World. Because you actually saved money. I bought the Nintendo Switch Mario Kart World bundle, and I paid like $5.40 with tax, because I got it day one, before they jacked the price. Which is a whole nother issue. But, like, I was incentivized to pay a little bit more than just the console because I was getting what felt like a deal. If I had gotten the console and game separately, I think I would have spent $40 more, you know? And Mario Kart World was a Switch 2 exclusive anyway. It's not like people that had a Switch 1 were getting screwed on the $80 price. I justify their business decision because it made sense. They were just wanting you to go in a little bit deeper because you're already making an investment on the console. Why not get the new game? And you can get it cheaper than you would if you got it separately. But just Sony being able to be the only physical, or I guess digital seller of their games is going to screw the costs up so much. And it's unjustifiable. If anything, digital games should be cheaper. Because when you buy a physical game, you're buying a game just like you would digitally, except for the fact that it's physical, which means the manufacturer had to make the disc, the box art, the box, package it, ship it, put it in store, supply it. There's a whole... Like, they're losing money a little bit when you compare digital to physical. But when you know, run the numbers in bulk, they're not losing that much money selling physical. So that's a bullcrap excuse on their part. The next time a PlayStation exclusive comes out, you're just not going to be able to afford it, because Sony's going to be the only seller, and they're going to jack the price however they want, because they're the only seller, and they don't have to worry about Best Buy or GameStop competing with them, you know?